Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. So, do you guys remember the last Prime Minister about 2 days ago? Liz Truss. Yeah, everyone forgot about her already. And her cabinet. She had a bit of a mandate, at least, because she was elected by Conservative Party members, as opposed to Rishi Sunak, who wasn't even elected by anyone in terms of the party as party leader. But having said that, there was a bit of a radicalism in Liz Truss's cabinets, and Rishi Sunak, Jeremy Hunt, the establishment type Tories, they said, well, these are too radical, unfunded tax cuts, magic money tree, and all that, right? Interestingly enough, now that we have Rishi Sunak and Jeremy Hunt in charge, they have their own magic money tree. But the problem here is that they're not even wasting it on us in Britain. They're wasting it across the world. This is what we found out now, because they criticize Liz Truss. Now they're doing something which is even worse. When Rishi Sunak was dragged to COP27, which again, that was a narrative, but he was always going to go anyway. He went to COP27 in Egypt, and everybody was fine with lack of human rights in Egypt, by the way. So that was absolutely lovely. Same people who, some of them are kicking off about Qatar. They were fine with Egypt, but he announced a bit of a spending program, pleased to say, £16.3 billion giveaway at COP27 across the world. Compare it to the cost of Liz Truss's corporation tax cuts, which was £14 billion. Now, they said that £14 billion is crazy. Liz Truss is crazy. We can't handle this. What are we going to do with this? Then they come and actually announce something that's even worse and more spending, but the spending is not even in the country. Now, this is actually what we found out. This is quite interesting because never forget the details. When you have around £900 million money printing program, so quantitative easing, about £410 billion on the lockdown stuff, £140 billion on the energy price gap, which is now completely kicking off. And you wonder why there's no accountability in UK politics. I mean, I'm not surprised anymore, because what they do is they wait for the election cycle to come in, and all they have to do, political parties and politicians, to just give us their happy news, and also a bit of a scaremongering that the other guy is scarier than me. So you have to vote for me. I will be your savior. Nothing is going to get done. But I mean, considering the actual establishment is run by civil service, and if any policy program that comes up from a government minister, even if that minister is good and sound, it could easily get blocked or delayed by civil service. So what's the point of any of these ideas? Maybe the system needs to change. Maybe it's time for a British revolution. But we'll come back in half an hour. Speaking of British, next video in half an hour is about the Spanish government actually having a bit of a fight with the European Union over Brexit Britain. That's going to be quite interesting. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.